Hello folks, this is Aditya from inspiredtorise.com and today we have the HTC Desire 326G dual SIM phone here with us for a full review of this device and unboxing. So as you can see, the device that we have over here, HTC Desire 326G dual SIM. We will just remove this device from the box, and this is the initial lamination that it comes with. And keeping that aside, what we get inside the box? What you get inside the box is a USB adapter, standard USB adapter. Apart from that, you get a micro USB cable over here, and you get earphones. These earphones are your not your in-ear type, they are the bud type earphones. So the audio quality might not be that great in terms of those people who are audiophiles and who want to listen to the music while they have the in-ear headphones to do full noise cancellation. But in terms of what HTC does with their earphones, the earphones will be good because we had used previous HTC earphones a while back. So we would just move on to the device that we have over here, the HTC Desire 326G dual SIM, as is visible over here that the device has the earpiece over here. This is not stereo speaker arrangement as is seen on many other HTC smartphones. This over here is the earpiece, and this over here is the speaker grill. So these are two different things in this device. And on the back of the device, you have the simple flash over here and the back 8 megapixel camera with the HTC logo. You have a very soft finish. The power button as well as the volume rocker has a very soft finish. But on the previous HTC smartphones, we had the power button on the top, but that design arrangement has been changed. And apart from that, you have the 3.5mm jack over here. The camera is a slight bulge out from the surface, so you can't keep it really flat on a surface. And the micro USB port is on the downside, and you have a small opening over here so that you can open it and you can insert your SIMs, the battery of the smartphone. And let us just open it to give you a small glance of what's inside. So on the inside of the smartphone, here you have the slot for SIM 1, SIM 2, it's a dual SIM phone, and the micro SD slot, and here's the battery. And so we will just put all of this back again, and we would resume to the smartphone. So as you can easily see on the first glance that the device comes with the HTC Sense UI with the HTC Blink feed, which is one of the greatest selling points of HTC devices. And it has a single one slide app drawer, which is not there on many other devices, the single slide app drawer. And the device comes with Android 4.4 KitKat. Let us see more about that. 4.4.2 KitKat. So whether or not it would get the lollipop update in the future is still something which is unclear. So we will show you some of the camera samples because we took a lot of pictures with the camera. So this is a selfie that we took with the camera. So the camera takes okay selfies. The details are visible in okay lighting conditions. The color reproduction is good. But the back camera, the primary back camera, 8 megapixel back camera, doesn't perform as great as you might expect from an HTC camera. This is a daylight shot taken at 6 AM in the morning, but still a lot of detail is not present. And as you can see on this shot, the bricks are clear. This is a shot taken a while after that shot, after the sun had risen up in the sky quite a lot of bit. And this is a photograph of my wall. So here the overall prowess of the camera is visible. So this Nirvana photo was at the focus, so it came out good. The Daft Punk photo came out a little bit unclear. This Kurt Cobain poster came out a little bit okay. So overall the camera clarity is good enough, but not as great as seen on HTC flagship smartphones. So that's all about the camera. And apart from that, the device doesn't pull any other new trick which you might not have seen on any other devices. Let us just push it to the boundaries with the 4K HD video that we have over here. We would play it via MX Player. So as of now it was okay, but as you can see that the audio clarity was not that great because of the fact that there is only single mono speaker over here. And also it was visible that the lag was there in terms of overall performance. Let us just test the Temple Run 2 game. We are running a series of tests, small tests, so that you can have a full idea about how the device would perform under various daily life scenarios. We would also test the device on the AnTuTu benchmark just a few minutes after this. So you can see that the initial time taken for the device to start the game was a little bit high, and we have pushed the graphics setting to the max. So at points you can see there is a bit of lag, but still the game is alright, the game is playable. But at high speeds maybe the game would stutter, so we would just see that for now. So that was a really dismal gaming performance from my side, and we would just test the audio clarity. The audio clarity of this device is not that great, and we would just give you a sample of this. It's okay, but it's not superlative as compared to many other devices out there. So this is the maximum volume for this. The volume is also a bit on the lower side because of the fact that there is a single speaker slot over here, and this is not a stereo speaker arrangement. The volume is not that great, and the high pitched sound have a lot of distortion on them. So that's one of the bad things about this device. And let us just test the AnTuTu benchmark on this. We would just run the AnTuTu benchmark, and we would resume in a while. So we have started the AnTuTu benchmark, and we would resume the video when the benchmark is in the 3D benchmark state and the graphics test begin to run. So we have resumed at the 3D benchmark state of the AnTuTu benchmark test, and as is visible over here, the frames per second never goes above 10 frames per second or 7 or 8 frames per second. So that's a really bad thing for those people who are looking for doing some extensive gaming on this device. And this device is a dual SIM device which supports micro SIM, and the device has a resolution of 480 into 854 pixels. So that translates to roughly 218 pixel per inch pixel density on the screen, which is the 4.5 inch screen, and it comes with the quad-core 1.2 GHz processor and 8 GB internal memory along with 1 GB of RAM, and the micro SD slot allows storage of up to 32 GB. So we got the scores over here. The score is 19,852, and the last time we ran the test we got the score of 20,000. So it's in the 19,000 to 20,000 range, and even below the Zenfone 5, which is a yesteryear smartphone. So the scores are really not on the greater side, and we would run the quadrant standard to give you a better idea of how it fares on the quadrant standard benchmark. So we would just run it, and we would resume it as soon as we have the results. So we have resumed the quadrant standard test, and the score is 4,305, which is below the HTC One X, and it's not that great score because all of these devices are yesteryears, are really old devices, and all of the new smartphones score a way high score than the HTC One X and other devices. So we would just close this, and we would run another benchmark for you to get a better idea, the GPU benchmark. And the device supports video up to 1080p full HD video recording with the primary 8 megapixel camera, and the secondary camera is a 2 megapixel camera capable of recording up to 720p videos. And apart from all of this, it comes with basic connectivity options like Wi-Fi 802.11b/g/n channels, and it also supports micro USB, FM radio, and a GPS along with Bluetooth version 4. The device has a battery of 2000 mAh, and given the small screen size as well as limited processor capacity of this device, the battery does last up to a full day on average usage, and people who want to do heavy gaming would find the battery to last around up to evening or afternoon, but not greater than that. And so as the benchmark is running right now, this device is available in two colors, black onyx color, the device that we have over here, the black onyx model, and the white birch model. So this is the score on GPU bench, a score of around 14,642 points, and the highest frames per second was 85.56, lowest was 14.47, average around 51.83. so that's all about the GPU bench test, and we would run a heavy game right now just to give you a fair idea of how gaming on this device would be. So this is Rival Knights, a game by Gameloft, and this device retails for a price of around 9,500 rupees on various platforms, and for a price of sub 10k, the device does not offer as much great value for money as the many other devices like Micromax U Euphoria out there, and a lot of other devices like the Redmi 2, Coolpad Desen 1 and Infocus M330. There are a lot of other devices which offer great value for money, but this smartphone is also okay in what it offers. And let us just play this game to get a decent idea of how it runs. So we have begun the game now, and we have to kill the other guy. So I got killed badly, and as you could see, the frames per second was not that bad as compared to, this is mostly like a drag race as played on many other games out there in the car racing game genre. So it's okay. And who should buy this device? The HTC Desire 326G dual SIM device is for those people who want to go with the HTC brand name and who want a bit of familiarity with their device and don't want to experiment a lot. For those people who are willing to experiment, there are tons of devices out there. Even the Lenovo K3 Note, which had been recently been launched, it is also great value for money smartphone. And the HTC Desire 326G is for people who only want to go with the HTC brand name and want a phone which does everything that they want, but on a slightly okay note, but not that great exceptional note. So this is Aitan Ajha from inspiretorise.com signing off, folks. Don't forget to like our video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, keep visiting inspiretorise.com.